What the fuck is this? Oh my god. When I was 22, I made it my personal mission to know exactly what each and every one of my friends look like without their clothes. That is a really stupid thing to do. However, I once had the intrusive thought of pushing a wheelchair-bound person off his wheelchair. In first grade, I stabbed the most annoying boy. I secretly prayed for my best friend's relationship of 12 years to end. What? So today, we're gonna be reading some viewer confessions. You guys sent in a bunch of confessions. There's actually 267 responses. We're probably not even gonna be able to get through all of these, so maybe I'll do a second stream on this. I don't even know. I haven't looked at any of these, by the way. Not a single one. This is all blind. First confession. I once accidentally swallowed a dime in my parents' car when we were going back home. I was around 7 to 10 years old. Oh, that's not that bad of a confession. Dude, to be honest, I don't think swallowing a dime is that bad, is it? Can you die from that? Oh, if you're 7 years old, maybe. I don't know. Is that bad? I used to stick coins up my nose. I walked into my parents' bathroom to collect trash, thinking no one was there. Turns out my dad was there showering and I saw him naked. I ran before I could see everything. What kind of confession is this, bro? This is like a confession that isn't even bad enough to warrant you telling me this. No one needed to know this. What? Next. When I was 13, I had my first love. There was nobody that compared to my baby, and nobody came between us, nor could ever come above. Oh, for fuck's sake, bro. I once saved a pet turtle in my yard and decided to save him as a pet. But I didn't tell my parents because my mom is allergic to pets. Your mom is allergic to all pets? Like every animal in existence? Okay. I feel like you got lied to as a kid. I'm not gonna lie. I think she just doesn't like animals. So I kept him in a cardboard box in my closet room, and every day I gave him food and water. It's been 20 years and my mom still has never found him. What? His name is Pilin? Wait, that's what, Billy's name was. Remember? Didn't Pilin mean something? I swear. I mean, professor. Ah. No, it doesn't. It means dick. For fuck's sake. In the nearly 2 years you've been Canine Kuro, I've been in 2 relationships, and both relationships would often get insecure over how much I watch your content and buy your merch. So in a weird way, you've indirectly cucked 2 men by being really funny. What? Bro, I didn't even do anything. Why am I a homewrecker? Wait, I didn't even do anything, bro. Is this a compliment? Listen, man, if the people you were dating felt insecure because that you found me funny, they must have been the most unfunny people alive. I'm not gonna lie. The bar for entry for me to be funny is so incredibly low already. So they must have been a fucking snorefests. I'm not gonna lie. Hello, Kuro. Small confession, but applied to be your mod forever ago. I was unemployed and thought that because of all the free time I had, I would get in. I didn't. But it's okay. After rejection, I got a job, got busy with tons of work, and make so much money now. Thanks for rejecting me. This is the life of all moderators in my chat if they actually locked in. They would have actually had jobs instead of moderating for a fucking femboy. I'm gay and I'm in your walls. You ran out of milk finally. Wait, I actually did! What the fuck? I think I'm in love with my brother. Here we go. I look at him sometimes and I picture leaning in to kiss him or holding his hand. I've also dreamed of not so safe for work things with him. Honestly, I don't know how to start. So clearly we have the average Andy and Lele enjoyer, self-insert. I don't think you should admit this. Keep it in the family, dude. But not like that. Next. When I was younger, I used to use the end of a toilet bowl cleaner to What? I guess my confession is that I got so used to being alone that now that I have a boyfriend, I gotta be mindful and not accidentally call him Kuro when we hang out, kiss, etc. Oh, and it's been 7 months now, by the way. Girl, I'm dying. Why am I like cucking you guys? What's happening? What did I do to allow this to happen? When I was 17, my boyfriend's father was going away for the weekend, so I told my parents I was spending the weekend at my friend's house. There we were, all snuggled up in his bed, when his father opened the door, and there we were going at it. Oh no. He told me to get out. I had nowhere to go and spent the night in my car. We did end up living together when I was 18, but I never ever spoke to his father again. We were together 3.5 years. Dude, that is awkward. Okay, I actually don't know what the correct response here is. What do you do as like a parent? If you walked in, your child who is under 18 is doing it, with their partner, do you like, what do you do at that point? Do you scold them? I don't even know. I think I'd just leave. To be honest, if this was me, I think I'd like immediately be like, whoa, what the fuck? And then I'd close the door. And then later I'd have a conversation with like both of them or whatever. You know what I mean? Like talk about it or whatever. I wouldn't tell them to just get out right there. I feel like that's kind of crazy. I once had the intrusive thought of pushing a wheelchair-bound person off his wheelchair. Okay, it was just an intrusive thought though, right? I'm not gonna read this and you actually did it, right? Reason being was that he was sent to my department by mistake. When we explained to him that he was not supposed to be here yet, as his procedure was not confirmed yet, he got very irritated and started yelling, shouting vulgarities and generally being rude. He was shouting so loudly the whole building could hear him from the other floors. He insulted us and only showed an ounce, barely to be honest, of respect when we handed him the phone to speak to his doctor directly. After the call ended, he continued to insult us and blamed us for being wrong and that he was right about his procedure being confirmed when the doctor said he had yet to confirm with the senior consultants to book an appointment theater first. We could hear him still insulting us after an hour of yelling at us, even as he left our department. He later sent in a complaint to our HR department for being rude and no compassion. After further investigation, he was found guilty of constantly being rude and verbally abusive towards staff, and even violent on certain incidents. He got warned that if he continued being an asshole, he'll be banned from all our institutions. Bro, okay, I don't care if you're in a wheelchair or if you're not in a wheelchair. I don't give a shit, bro. If you talk shit, then you're gonna get pushed. You know what? I have had worse intrusive thoughts of people who aren't in wheelchairs who have done stuff like this, okay? I'm gonna be real. Just because you're in a wheelchair does not mean that you can get away with being a dick, you know? Next, I thought Kuro's OG models were cute. My OG models? Do you not think I'm cute now? What the hell, man? When I was a kid, I had skin allergies that were so bad that I had to use a special bar of soap for my skin. Unfortunately, I figured out that kind of soap bar tasted good. Okay, please tell me, how did you find out that it tasted good? So every time I took a shower, I'd shave bits off the soap and eat it. I am alive and kicking and nobody has ever found out. Dude, what did you do to like taste it? Like, why did you suddenly taste it? What? I've never looked at a bar of soap and went, you know what? This probably tastes pretty good. Let's give it a try. And then just accidentally slipped in. How the... You know what? I don't even want to know. Basically, my confession is that I used to go on sites like Omegle Chat and get old man numbers just to text them and annoy them. And once the conversation was getting weird, I sent them a pic of my feet. So one day, after I sent my feet, the guy asked for more. Wait, you got fucking out-freaked. Oh, shit, dude. Oh, no. Hey, I hope you stop doing that. Don't be getting old people's numbers on Omegle, bro. I masturbated with my parents in the same room multiple times. They were asleep, though. I was just too horny to wait until I was completely alone. I haven't done this, but I feel like this isn't that bad, you know? It's risky, but I don't think it's that bad. I don't think that's that bad. I once had a life-sized Barbie doll when I was a kid. What? I slept in bed with that doll and even kissed her. Like if she was my girlfriend. Now I found out I am bisexual. Happy Pride. When I was 22, I made it my personal mission to know exactly what each and every one of my friends look like without their clothes. What? As well as what they like in a partner, both in the bedroom and out. You know, just in case they ever need an emergency partner. What? Did I mention I've been in a committed relationship with one of those friends for 3 years now? Guess it worked. How do you know what all of your friends look like naked? Also, what do you mean an emergency partner? I realized I am bi when the first time I saw your IRL stream. I just can't stop seeing you without saying cute and ended up blushing a lot. Okay, this is a lie. This is a fucking lie. I once knowingly e-dated an 18-year-old and concealed my age so I could get free nitro every month. I didn't even have to do anything weird. I just had to send them TikToks every day. I was a minor. I cut off ties with them and their friend group, and now I learned a stupid thing to do. That is a really stupid thing to do. However, free nitro? Honestly, get the bag. In first grade, I stabbed the most annoying boy in class with a pencil in the arm because he annoyed the crap out of me. He made fun of the way I taught. I didn't get suspended, nor did I get detention because the principal liked me so much. That boy's mom glared daggers at me when she came in to pick up her son, found out that I didn't get any punishment. Honestly, you should have stabbed him in the eye. I secretly prayed for my best friend's relationship of 12 years to end. What? Lamal, he was an ass and didn't deserve her. What? I mean, fair enough. They broke up because he cheated on her with a trans woman who still has their willy. The boyfriend told my best friend not to judge him because he's finally happy. That someone is letting him fuck them even though it's in the ass. Just like him, he's an ass. Don't worry, my best friend is doing better and already dating, and the guys want to meet the gang already. Why did you word this like this? But okay. I mean, cool. I guess. I mean, you preyed on their downfall, I suppose, and at least your best friend is free now, right? What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Dear Kura and chat, I have a confession. I once had a friend that I was friends with my senior year of high school. She was 2 grades younger than me, and our mums were friends at a dance studio we danced at. Oh my god, it's Misaki. Didn't Misaki say that she danced? I don't even care if it's not. I'm gonna pretend it is you now. Let's just say she really liked to party and do drugs, and always invited me along. I never wanted to go, but went because I didn't want her to get in trouble. I was a shy introvert that didn't know how to talk to guys, and she said she would help me as she was very popular. Her parents are super strict, like house on lockdown at night, religious, no boys strict. The slightest thing would get my friend grounded. What they didn't know was one of their basement window alarms wouldn't go off if it opened, and that's how we snuck out one. We went to a party when I realized I lost my phone. I wasn't sure how I was going to explain it to my mum, so the whole time at the party, I just played on the Wii to distract myself, as my friend said she wanted to get to know a guy there. I was the have a Coca-Cola at the party type of girl. Hey, that's not bad. What's wrong with having a Coke at a party? Well, I remember getting tired and laying on the wooden floor at some point until a guy sat beside me and was being creepy. So I got up to look for my friend. I went to find her and she was almost doing something with said guy. She was undressing at the time until I stopped her as she was absolutely plastered. I had to clothe her and get someone to drive us home. They dropped us off and it's slightly raining and she decided to take off down the street to go to the playground. I had to take my UGG boots off and tackle her. Then throw her over my shoulder and carry her home. Hey, you kind of sound like a Giga Chad, to be honest. I found my phone outside in the rain, and luckily it still worked. We climbed... Wait, it was outside in the rain? Oh my god. We climbed in through the window, and I told her to wait there. She decided to kick something in the dark, and I turned around and told her I wasn't getting in trouble for her, so be quiet. I went to the main floor and then upstairs to check to make sure everyone was asleep until I heard a splatter. She came up from the basement and threw up all over the kitchen floor and garbage can. Oh my god. Dude, ditch this friend, bro. I don't give a shit, bro. Oh, nah. Had to clean it up. And the whole time she's telling me how she's a bad friend and then goes and passes out on her couch. I finish cleaning up and go upstairs. So it's 3 a.m. and decide to watch some TV in her room. Inuyasha was on at the time and I thought, why not? 20 minutes later, her mum comes in the room and is surprised to see me up. I said I couldn't sleep and then she asked where my friend was. I said downstairs, I think. She goes downstairs and comes back up to tell me she can't find her. Proceeds to go on this run about how she thinks she snuck out and doesn't understand why she can't just do what she's told. I said, are you sure she's not just sleeping on the couch or something? Oh my god, dude, W friend, dude. Holy shit. Next morning, she's there on the couch and her mum is making breakfast for her. As we are at the table, she asks why the ground is sticky. I'm panicking on the inside and my friend says, without missing a beat, that she spilled Sprite all over the floor last night and tried to clean it up. I'm not sure how she didn't smell the vodka from the trash, but she believed us and we didn't get in trouble. Anyway, that was 13 years ago. Neither of our parents found out and I haven't talked to that friend since. It makes a hell of a story. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, can I be friends with you? If you've not got that friend anymore, can I take their spot? Like, what the hell? Yeah, actual Giga Chad. Next. I love NTR.